Over 11 years ago, when Nat and I first met and became friends, and a few years after that, realizing we were destined really to do something together of this nature, one of the elements we discussed that was important to both of us as individuals was the element of honor. You know, honor is a very, very powerful thing. When you honor someone, when you honor one another, you lift each other up. And I'm tired sometimes, especially in the church, where we spend a lot of time tearing one another down or pointing fingers at things that we feel should be better than they are, instead of celebrating the great things that are happening in and around us. So we decided at Dare to Be there would always be an element of honor where we take the time to honor someone. So much attention often happens this direction, under lights and with microphones, but in this moment we turn the attention this direction. And we're going to take a moment to honor someone in this room that has no idea that we're about to tell their story. Because they really are living out the song you just heard. They are being one for someone. So I'm going to tell you this lady's story, and she's going to be as shocked as you are when you hear it. But we do this not to embarrass her, but to honor her. She grew up in a large family. She was one of 9 children. When she was young, she lost her father tragically, and she was only age 13. She grew up, she decided to use her life in service of others. And she signed herself up to serve in the armed forces. She served her nation, and she served her nation for 22 years in military service. Serving her nation, actually even, I think she was driving a tank or something to do with operating a tank. She's a pretty full-on force of a woman. Don't mess with her behind a wheel. Giving up her life selflessly for a cause much greater than herself, and then through an injury and through retirement, coming out of the military, going home to her own family and own needs in her own family, and sadly her son, now actually serving time, being incarcerated, and as he's serving a sentence, she is doing the best she can to be there for her grandchild and watching her grandchild and providing for her family. And in every area of her life where she's had tests relationally, in her marriage and in her immediate family, she's had to be one. Not just for one, but for many. Being one for her nation, being one for her family, being one in her community. And this woman has selflessly given. She is studying full-time now, ministry at Belmont University, studying, and then in all of her spare hours, she's working several jobs, working as a janitor in one job, helping, trying to just put food on the table, provide for her family, provide for her granddaughter, and yet all amongst that, she serves in her church, giving of her time, volunteering, just being one for whoever needs her. And actually, her story was hard to get to the bottom of because it's the last story she tells. Her friends that nominated her said, she's there for everybody. You would never know she's having relational difficulties. You would never know she's had to deal with all of this stress in her world because it's hidden. And I love this line they said, she hides it behind such a thick wall of faith. She is a woman that what you see is her faith. What you feel is her faith. What you hear is her faith. And this woman that has given her life to a cause, given her life to a community, given her life in so many sacrificial ways, we wanted to tonight be the one that would honor her for her journey, honor her for a life that has given so much to others. But tonight, we want to honor you as an army of women in this room. So we're going to ask Pam Coleman to come to the platform and join us as we honor her in this room.
about this moment so much is that you can just sense from you that you just are so never one to ever be in the spotlight. Girl, embrace this moment. Receive it. And all of these women, who maybe many of them who have never even heard your name before tonight, but that's what's so cool about belonging to God, because this is what the family of God looks like. We cheer one another on. We stand and we honor you tonight. Now listen, that's like the Green Mile. That was a long walk. Woo! We don't want to make you take that long walk just to like clap for you. Oh, that was awesome. I agree, that's kind of a moment. But this is what, oh yes, flowers and a basket with a CD in there. But here's the thing, is that this isn't it either. Those are nice though. Put them in water quickly, they look like they're going fast. But we didn't want to just bring you all this way, walk all that way. We heard, we've done a little bit of digging, I'm sorry, we totally got all up in your business, even though you did not give us permission. And we heard that your car kind of gave way. And I heard your car's from the 80s. Now girl, there are a lot of things I love about the 80s. But it's time to retire a car from the 80s. So we're trying to think, well, what can we do to help her? Could we maybe like do something that would financially alleviate, you know, your rent or something to help you save some money for a car? Because we know that right now you're in a bind because your husband's car just died too. You don't know how you're going to get to your jobs. So we thought, what could we do to help you be able to save for a car? And then with our friends from Prominent Dealership and the sweet people of Crosspoint Church and Charlotte and I, we just decided we wanted to get you a car. Check. We're going to get you a reliable used car, and you get to, we didn't want to pick it out for you, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have to buttons, have to sit in that seat.
It's not going to be from the 80s.
No, we can guarantee you it's not even going to be from the 90s. We can guarantee you it's going to be past, like, it's going to be in the proper decade, all right? But most of all, I pray that every time you sit in the seat of that car, every time you turn it on, you're just reminded that all that you have done is not in vain. That people see you and love you, and that the way you live, and the way you serve, and your faith by so many people, that we have heard from so many people today who just love and adore you. And I want you to know that in ways that maybe you have no idea, you have made an eternal impact in so many lives. And this is just one small way that we want to bless your life. You're getting a new car!
Okay, you can have your flowers too, but they're not as good as the car.
No, the basket is nice. I'll help you with this way. Give her another hand.
And I have had the privilege of doing this moment at every single day to the event. We've told somebody's story. And the stories we told are very varied. And they've been incredible every time that we've got to honor a woman. Honor is such an amazing